Hey, what's going on, YouTube world? Got the old Mongo man here on a nice blustery Saturday afternoon here in southwestern Pennsylvania. It's absolutely gorgeous out here today. KJ and I just got back from a road trip. Scored that thing. Yeah, I had to take it out again. Well, we finally got it back. Hopefully it's fixed this time. It was jumping out of third gear like you guys know, but we got it back. So what I want to do here right now is walk over here and have a conversation with everybody about a certain well-known parts supplier and the junk that they're selling. And I say that, I don't even know if you can hear me because of all this wind. NAPA just isn't what they used to be. I bought a NAPA rebuilt starter for a 306 and put it on BOV1, which is way over there in the greenhouse. And before, well, it never left the farm. Starting it here at the farm, pissing around with it, messing around. The starter went bad while it was still in the garage. Actually, what happened was the cir-clip came off the end of it. So I got a new starter, put that one on. It was on there for about a year. Starting it here and there in the garage, moving it around, running up and down the road a little bit. That one went bad. Got another new one. Put that new one on it, and it was on there for a while. But then we went ahead and bought another rebuilt starter for old Pat here. And that starter lasted about 2 months, and the cir-clip came out of the end of it. So then I had to steal the one that I had in the BOV1 and put in this thing. Well, that one actually went bad too. And now we've got this one laying here on the ground. So by all intents and purposes, this is like starter number 6. And if you can see, this one actually broke the ear off. That ear is gone. But what happens to these starters is the cir-clip comes out of the bendix and then they don't work anymore. And this one, because it was loose, you can see where it's actually run up against the flywheel there. But I got another one. I think it's over here. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll walk over here and see. Oh yeah, there it is. So this is a failed one. And actually this is the last failed one, and you can see right there, this is exactly what happens. There's a little cir-clip that keeps that bendix in, and when it falls out of there, well, it no longer works. Garbage. And this is their premium brand, lifetime guarantee, NAPA rebuilt starter. Garbage. When we went up to get the transmission for Henry, we stopped at Summit and got 2 starters, one for BOV1 and one for Pat. And KJ's currently putting the one on Pat. Well, actually right now he's currently using the restroom, and I'm out here seeing what the heck he's doing. So, always something going on here. Here's a little underhood shot of what's been going on with Pat. Again, daily driven now for, 6 months? Had a couple little problems with him here and there. But for the most part, he's done really well for us. All right, everybody, got the old Mongo man back at you here. It is now, I don't know, probably 8:30-ish, Father's Day. And Pat still has some starter problems. Last we left off, we were pissing around with the starter and trying to figure out what was going on with it. I had bought 2 starters, one for Pat, one for BOV1 from Summit. And lo and behold, we bought the wrong starters. Apparently there's 2 starters for a Ford. There's a long nose and a short nose, and we bought the long nose but needed a short nose. So what we're going to do here is we're going to try and build a good starter out of 2 bad starters. So we went to the car show today and the starter failed on Pat, so we had to push start it everywhere, which was kind of funny, but at least we got it done. So this is what they consider a long nose, and you can see how much of the bendix is revealed there. On a manual transmission, that will not disengage from the flywheel. This is a good starter, that has a bad housing, and you can see there how much that is back inside, right? It's almost completely shielded. That one does not contact the flywheel. So what I'm going to do is we're going to take this bendix and probably put it on the starter that's in Pat right now. KJ just needs to pull it out of there, and then we'll make it work. Let's see if we can build this. All right, so I got this starter out apart. I didn't get it out. And this starter is actually a good starter internally, but the case is broken. This is the cir-clip that breaks on these NAPA starters right here. This cir-clip comes off, and then this bendix is allowed to just flop around in there like a wet noodle. This starter is in good shape. All the brushes are good. Nothing's burnt in here. The problem with this one is that housing is broken, as you can see there. And I do not have a housing that we can use for that. So I need the starter that is on the truck right now so I can put one together. All right, so KJ pulled the starter off of the truck, and we put one starter together out of two. This is the starter we ended up with, which is the nose cone off of the starter that failed last, and then the body, as far as the bendix, the armature, the back, the brushes, all from the starter that was just on the truck. So there we go. KJ's gonna put it back on. We'll see what happens.